Welcome back to a course database management and system. In previous lecture we discussed about SQL alias and various pseudo columns. Now in today's lecture we are discuss about very important topic in SQL, that is join operation, and in this lecture we are mainly focusing on inner join. So in case of SQL, mostly there are two types of join. One is a inner join and second one is a outer join. So in this lecture we are going to discuss inner join. Okay. So very first, what is join and when do we need to use join operation in SQL? So join clause is used to combine two or more table based on a common attribute between them. Means whenever we need to fetch a data from more than one table, at that time we are going to use the concept of join. So I will give a simple example. Suppose in this particular slide you can observe there are two tables are there. One is a customer table and second one is a order table. So customer table will display customer related information such as customer ID, customer name and the city. Whereas order table will represent the order information such as order ID, then customer ID. This customer ID represents that which customer have placed order and the date on which the order has been placed by a particular customer. So I have these two table. Suppose somebody asks me the question that give me the list of customer name who have placed the order. Find the list of customer name who placed the order. So in order to give answer of that question, how many tables are required? Whether I use only customer table. Suppose my answer is yes, then let's check can we able to answer the question by using only customer table. So customer table can able to give me customer name. Okay, it can give me the customer name, but how can I come to know that whether that customer has placed order or not? So that details I am getting from order table, because in the order table I am getting order ID and in front of them there is a customer ID, that which customer have placed which particular order having which particular ID. That means in this case, in order to answer this question, I require two attributes. One is a customer name which is present in the customer table, and second one is second information I want the order details, that means which customer have placed the order. So for that purpose I need to refer a order table. So in this way I come to know that I require two table, customer table and order table. So whenever you are going to perform a join operation, you need to take care of that it should consist of at least one common attribute, because when we are going to combine the two things, when it has some common attribute between them, then and then we can form a cluster. Because as you are all students are sitting in this class, why? Because you all students belong to a class third year CSE, that's why you are all of you are sitting in this particular class. So one common attribute should be there when we are going to combine. Similarly, suppose I want to combine customer table with order table, I required at least one common attribute based on which I can combine the two table. So that's why in this case I need to make use of a join operation. Though in order to give the answer of that question, another way is also available in SQL, but specially here we are targeting about join. So join operation is going to use whenever we need to fetch a data from more than one table. Whenever we need to fetch a data from more than one table, we need to use a join operation. Now in this case, how can we write a query? So here we can write select CNAME from customer C. C is a alias. We already discussed in last lecture what how to make use of alias. Select CNAME from customer C, comma order O, where C dot CID equals to O dot CID. So this is a simple query that I can write which give me a list of all customer who have placed the order. So if I look at both the table manually, I can say that Raj, Ravi, Amol and Suraj have placed the order, but Rahul is a customer who did not place any order. Because how do I come to know this? Because here customer ID is mentioned in order table, this customer ID is mentioned, which give me idea that this customer have placed order, but Rahul is having customer ID 5 which is not present in the order table. That means Rahul is a customer who did not place the order. So in this case what we are going to do, we are going to compare the both the attribute customer ID from customer table and order and also customer ID from the order table. That's why here we have written c.cid equals to o.cid. So you need to understand when we need to use join operation. So in short, you need to remember whenever we need to fetch a data from more than one table, or whenever we need to combine two or more table, we can use a join operation. Okay, so that is what a concept of join operation. And join operation is a fusion of two operation in relational algebra. One is a Cartesian product operation and second one is a selection operation. So what is the use of Cartesian product operation? According to Cartesian product operation, every row of one table is combined with every other row of another table. So in another way, I can say that join is a costliest operation present in SQL, and just because of that, no SQL comes into existence, because no SQL database does not support a join operation. Though join operation is there, it is beneficial to use join operation, but it is the costliest operation just because of this Cartesian product operation. So I hope you understand what is the use of join. So in case of SQL, this is very important topic, because most of the time in the interview they will ask what is join, when to use join, what are the different types of join. So you should know. So there are two main types of join in SQL. One is a inner join and second one is a outer join. So there are various subtypes are present under inner join, and there are a number of subtypes are present under outer join also. So one by one we'll discuss about this. So this is a diagram which give a overview of types of join. So as I told you, first one is the inner join. So by using that Venn diagram, you come to know that it suppose A is a table and B is also another table. So in this case, what you understand, what is your understanding, what kind of data is written by inner join operation? It will return a data which is common in both the table, in table A as well as in the table B. Similarly, here you observe this. So I talk about inner join. So in case of inner join, we are going to talk about equi join, we are going to talk about natural join, self join, non-equi join. These are the various types of join which are part of a inner join. And similarly, we need to discuss about outer join. So there are left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. So this is a single diagram which represents the various types of join. So in this particular lecture, we are focusing on inner join. So again, you have left outer join. This is one more variation. It returns a data which is not only common in both the table, but it returns a data which is only present in the left hand side table. Similarly, in case of right outer join, you just observe this particular Venn diagram, where you will find that it returns a data which is common in both table plus data only present in the second table. So this is what a right outer join. Similarly, suppose I want to get the data which is common in both the table plus data which is only present in left hand side table plus data which is only present in the right hand side table. So this is called as a full outer join, and these are the three variations. See, that type of join is going to use based on our requirement. So in this case, suppose I want to remove this part, I will just ignore this part, then I can also do it. So these are the various types of join that can be used in the SQL. So now we'll focus on inner join. So inner join is also a variation of equi join as well as the natural join. That means if you use natural join or use inner join or equi join, you will get the same output. Their functionality is same, only the name is different, only the way of specifying condition is different. But ultimately, suppose you are executing all these three types of join on particular table for particular problem statement, you will find the same kind of output. So first of all, we'll understand what is the difference between inner join and outer join, and what is the speciality of inner join. Inner join will gives only that data from more than one table which satisfy join condition. That is what the important thing you should know about the inner join, because maybe the case that you may get a question, what is the difference between inner join and outer join, when to use inner join and when to use the outer join. So simple difference is there. Inner join will return a data from more than one table which satisfy join condition. That means it never it will never retrieve a data which do not satisfy condition. Suppose you want that the suppose you want to retrieve a data which satisfy the condition, as well as you want to retrieve data which do not satisfy condition, then you should go for outer join. So this is the main difference between inner join and the outer join. Suppose you want that to retrieve data which satisfy join condition, then you should go for inner join. So first of all we discuss about the equijoin. So this is what a simple example. Suppose somebody asks me the question, find the employee name and department name, find the employee name as well as the department name, or you can say that so question will be like this: display employee name along with their department name. This is only a simple problem statement, but we know that, see, in this case I'm going to make use of two table. One is a employee table and second one is a department table. Employee table consists of employee information, but it display department ID, but it does not display department name. But department name is present in the department table, and in this particular problem I need to display employee name along with the department name. So employee name I am getting from employee table and department name I am getting from the department table. And in between these two table, what is a common attribute? Because I told you, in order to perform join operation, especially inner join operation, we required one common attribute. So between the employee and department, common attribute is a department ID. So this is what a common attribute. So how can I write a query? By using equijoin, select ename comma dname from employee E, this is again alias, comma department D, where E dot dptno equals to D dot dptno. So here this dptno belongs to employee table and this dptno belongs to department table. So dptno is a common attribute between employee table and the department table, and based on which we are comparing. And why it is called as a equijoin? Because we are checking the equality condition. We are making use of equality condition to verify this condition. That's why it is called as a equijoin. So in case of this equijoin, we are comparing particular condition. So it return me a employee name along with the department name. So this is what a equijoin. Now another variation is of inner join. So the task is same, purpose is same, only the way of specifying query is different. So how to, problem is again same. I want to display employee name along with the department name. So how can I write a query? Select ename comma dname from employee E. Here you need to write explicitly this word inner join. Here we are performing equijoin, but we are not specifying the word, but here explicitly we need to specify inner join. Employee E inner join department D on E dot department number equals to D dot department number. So this is called as a inner join, but ultimately the output of this query is same. Output of the query is same as that of equijoin, only the name is different. Then third way of writing the query is a natural join, where we do not need to specify the condition. Automatically it will take the common attribute and give you the output. Again problem statement is same. I want to display employee name along with the department name. So how can I write a query? By using natural join. Select ename comma dname from employee natural join department. So this is a efficient way of writing query by using natural join, because in this case we don't have to specify join condition, common attribute condition we don't have to specify. But I am preferring this equijoin. Mostly I am writing the query with the inner join, I am preferring the equijoin. So people can also refer this natural join or inner join. So the thing is that I want to convey that inner join, equijoin and this particular natural join, their aim is same, only the way of specifying query is different, but ultimately you are getting the same output. That thing I will demonstrate with the help of execution in LiveSQL. Don't worry about this. First of all, just try to understand theoretical part, then we'll see execution with the help of LiveSQL. So I hope you understand the concept of this equijoin, inner join and natural join. Now one more variation in case of natural join is a non-equijoin. So non-equijoin means, as its name suggests, it does not make use of a equality condition. Okay, so simple example. So in this case what you can see, select ename comma sal grade from employees. So first of all I will tell you what is a problem statement. Suppose I have total three table. One is a employee table which display employee information, second one is a department table which display department information, and third table is a sal grade table. Sal grade table will represent the grading, and it consists of three columns: grade, lowest salary and the highest salary. That means there is a specific range. For example, suppose the salary is between 800, means lowest range is 800 and highest range is 1600, then grade should be 1. So in this way, suppose my problem statement is I want to display employee name, their salary along with the grade under which their salary belongs. This many information I need to display. So it is clear to me that employee name and salary is present in the table employee, but grade is not present in the employee table, but grade is present in the sal grade table. And before that I already told you that in order to perform a join operation you require a common attribute. So between sal grade table and between employee table there is a no common attribute. There is no common attribute between sal grade table and the employee table. So this is the only type of join which do not require common attribute, but other all types of other join make use of a common attribute. Only this type is there. So you need to remember non-equijoin was the only type of a join which do not require a common attribute to compare. Okay, so how can you write a example or answer for that problem? Select ename comma sal grade from employee comma grade. Sorry, here one mistake is there. I need to write select ename comma sal comma grade from emp comma sal grade, where salary between low sal and the high sal. That means it return me the data of employee name, salary along with the grade under which their salary belongs. By here I make use of a between clause. By using this I just join this two table. So this is a example of a non-equijoin. So you need to remember that in case of non-equijoin we are not going to compare, we don't want any common attribute to be present in both the tables. So this is what a non-equijoin, so you required in particular condition. So this is what a non-equijoin. Now the next type of join is a self join. Self means what? What do you mean by self join? It is a process of joining one table to itself. Self join means what? It's a type of inner join where table is joined to itself using self referencing column. So this is what a self join. Okay, there are some condition. I will tell you a particular problem statement where you want that you need to join a particular table to itself by using self referencing column. For example, suppose the problem statement is that I want to display employee name along with their manager name. Okay, I need to display employee name along with the manager name. Don't worry about this, I will demonstrate all this join example by using live SQL. Just only understand the theoretical part. So my problem statement is I want to display employee name along with their manager name. So for that purpose I can write a query like this. I will explain this query while executing in live SQL. Select ename e1.ename as employee, this is again alias, e2.ename as manager from employee e1 comma employee e2, where e1.manager equals to e2.employee number. So it will return me the list of employee name along with their manager. So how that query will work, what output we will get, so that I will explain with the help of live SQL. Okay, now all of you see here, I have just opened live SQL. In order to execute all the commands we are going to make use of live SQL, and here we are going to run a sample SQL script. That sample SQL script consists of four types of table. One is a employee table, department table, sal grade table and the bonus table, and with a particular data. So here in order to demonstrate inner join, I'm going to make use of this two table. I'm going to make use of three table. First one is a employee table, second one is a department table, and third one is a sal grade table. So this is what these are the contents of a these are the contents of the employee table. So employee table consists of various attributes: employee number, name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission and department number. And second table that we are going to make use of there is a department table. So department table consists of attributes. It displays the attribute department number, name and the location. So first of all we discuss about, so in this case first of all we consider inner join. So in case of inner join we have seen three variations. One is a equijoin, inner join and the natural join. So the our problem statement is I want to display employee name along with their department name. So how can I run the query for this? We have already seen this query. Select ename comma dname from employee E, department D, where this is a condition. Common attribute between the employee table and department table is dptno. So e dot dptno equals to d dot dptno. So here you can see in the employee table we have department number, and also in case of department table department number is there. So first of all we perform equijoin. So I just select this command and execute it, and I'll get the list of employee name along with the department name. So I got this particular data. So this is equijoin because here we make use of a equality condition. Then next type of query is a inner join. Now the second query is for inner join. So the problem statement is again same. I want to display employee name along with the department name. So here I got total 14 rows. Now this is a second way of writing the query by using inner join. So how can I write a query? Select ename comma dname from employee E, inner join department D on the attribute is e dot department number equals to d dot department number. So based on the department number I am going to combine these two tables. So I just select this command and execute it, and here we go, I get the output. So if you observe this, the output of first query and the output of second query is same. As I told you earlier that equijoin, inner join and natural join, all these are three same. It will generate a same kind of output, only the way of specifying the query is different. Now the third way of specifying query is a natural join. Again problem statement is same. I need to display employee name along with the department name. So I just selected this query and execute it, and let's check whether we get same output or not. Now here you can again observe that I am getting 14 rows. So if you run equijoin, if you run inner join or natural join, you are getting the same output, employee name and the department name. Only the way of specifying the query is different. Now next one is we need to go for non-equijoin. As I told you, in case of a non-equijoin we don't have to make use of a common attribute. So our problem statement is, I want to display, in this case I want to display employee name, salary and grade of that employee. So before executing this query for this particular problem, first of all I will show you the content of salgrade table. Here I just select this query and execute it. So here I got this data from salgrade table. It will display grade, low salary and the high salary. So my problem is to display employee name, their salary along with the grade. So in this case what that low sal and high sal represent, suppose the salary is range between 700 to 1200, then it's grade 1. Suppose it range between 1201 to 1400, then grade 2. Similarly these ranges are given, that means between 700 to 1200 grade 1. Similarly we have total 5 grade. So I need to display employee name, their salary along with the grade under which their salary belongs. So in this case we have low salary and high salary. Low sal and high sal, that will represent the it will represent the range of salary. Okay, so my problem statement is I need to display employee name, salary along with their grade. So just I execute this query, and let's check what output we get. This is considered as a example of a non-equijoin. So I execute it. So here we go, I got the output, employee name, salary and the grade. So we have seen for grade 1 the range is 700 to 1200. So 800 of course comes into that range, that's why its grade is 1. Similarly we got the grade for all 14 employees. So this is the type of a non-equijoin. Okay, so the non-equijoin is also part of a, or it is also a type of a inner join. Now next type of join is a self join. Okay, the next type of join is a self join. So in case of self join, what is problem statement? Okay, now I just want to display the content of a employee table, so that I will explain what is a problem that I consider for self join. Suppose I have this employee table. So in this employee table I have employee number, employee name, job and MGR. What is that MGR represent? Manager. For Smith, manager ID, employee number 7902 act as a manager. Means for Smith 7902 is a manager. So let's check. 7902 is a employee number for whose employee? 7902 is a employee ID of Ford. So we can say that for employee Smith, Ford is a manager. But one thing we should know, that manager is also employee of a company. These are the employees of the company, but manager is also act as a employee of the company. So in this case, simple thing is there. Suppose one person is working under some person, another person, we can say that manager. Just we know the concept of team leader. In one particular team leader, n number of members are there. So in that case we can display this is a member 1, team leader 1, member 2, team leader again 1. So similarly this data will show for Smith, Ford is a manager. Then for Alan, what is the name of manager? 7698. This is a employee number 7698. 7698. It's a Blake. So Blake is a manager for Alan. So in this case, what is my problem statement? My problem statement is a simple one, that I need to display employee name along with their manager. Means I want that employee name is a Smith and manager name is Ford. But in this case directly the name of manager is not given, but what is given? MGR. Okay, that is a code. Employee number, that is code, is given in this particular table. So here we'll make use of a self join, because in this particular problem we are referencing same table, MGR with employee number. Okay, we are comparing these two attribute. One is a manager, that is MGR, and second one is a employee number. Employee number and MGR, these are the two columns that we are going to compare. And in this case we are making use of only one table, and we are referencing it with the common attribute, because both are the employee number that we are going to compare. So what logic we have used over here? We know that 7902 is a employee number, but in order to check, in order to compare, we need to go over here and need to check. So by using the same logic, we are going to write a query, select e1.ename as employee. So in this case employee is a alias, e2.ename as a manager from employee e1 comma employee e2, where e1.manager equals to e2.employee number. This is what a condition we are going to compare. e1.manager, this we compare with employee number, because we need to check what is the name, because we are fetching the manager name from that. So just we execute this query to understand the use of self join. We just execute this query, and here we are getting employee name and manager. We know that for Smith the manager is Ford. Let's check for Smith. Yeah, for Smith manager is Ford. Then for Alan, manager is Blake. We'll just check for Alan. Yeah, for Alan manager is Blake. That means it display me employee name along with their manager name, which is not there in the employee table. So this is how self join work. In case of a self join, we are joining one table to itself, and we are referring a particular attribute, self referencing column. So in this case self referencing column is nothing but a employee number. So I hope you understand the concept of inner join. In case of inner join, we discuss about equi join, inner join, natural join, self join and non-equi join. So here we'll stop, and in next lecture we are going to discuss about